Hello, we're back with a new video. Today we're going to be going through landed costs. So a quick note on landed costs, which is that it needs to be on a product category with a costing method of FIFO or average costing. It's not going to work with standard. So to start this process, we're just going to go into our settings and make sure that landed cost is checked. And as you can see, I've done it on this one. So now we can start making some products. So for these, it's important to note that it's marked as a service here. And I'm just going to put LC in there just to make sure we know that is the landed cost product. And then we're going to go over to our purchase tab and we're going to click the landed cost checkbox. And it's going to give us 5 options. So we've got equal, which is if there's 3 lines on an invoice, regardless of quantity, it's going to split it by that 3. Quantity, which is by exact quantities. If you've got 100 of one, 50 of another, it's going to divide it by 150. Current cost is what it says on the tin. The higher value items are going to be take more of the proportion of the landed costs, and then by weight and volume. So we're just going to do by quantity, and I'm just going to create another one as well for import duties as well. Lovely. So now those are made, we can create a purchase order, and we're going to be ordering in a couple items just so that we can see the split. Let's go in our catalog, and I'm going to add 50 of each of these. And confirm it. So let's just say that I've sent this out from the system, they've received the email and they've sent over our goods and we're receiving it in. So just going to receive these 2 products in. Now, when we're going to upload our bill, we can see that they've charged us delivery. So we want to include that delivery in the cost of sale of these items. So I'm going to add a new line in, and I'm going to put in LC, and let's just get delivery on that. I was going to do 100 because it'd be easier to divide. That's quantity. Lovely. And it will want one of these as well. So once we confirm it, we can see that a new smart button has appeared at the top, which is to create the landed costs. So if I press create here, it's automatically brought it through from this vendor bill and especially the transfer as well. So we need to remember that one. That's 13. So I'm going to do another one for the import duties on a different invoice, and that's going to be our linking piece. So we've got here by quantity 100. If you wanted to change it at this point, you can still, but I'm just going to keep it on quantity. So I'll just show you the resulting effect on our inventory. So when we go into stock, we can see our pedal bin and our LED lamp. These were originally, I should have pointed out, these were 10 and 5 on the purchase order. And because we've had 100 split by 100 units, it's added $1 to each of the unit costs here. So that's all good and well, but what happens if we get a separate bill from a different company, something like import duties or something? So now I'm just going to upload a bill not related to the PO. And we'll put in something like Gemini, what I'll do. And we're going to add in our import duties. So for this one, I'm going to add, it's going to be £200 and press confirm. Here, it's going to create these same landed cost smart buttons. When we click on this, we need to choose which transfer we want to apply this on. So it was 13. That's the one, warehouse in 13, and we can see there it's PO 18 and Azure Interior, which is the one we're after. And I'm going to validate that again. So now if we come over to our stock list again, we can see that the unit cost has gone up from 11 to 13 and from 6 to 8. So it's applied that $200 across all of these units. That's it for today. Have a wonderful day.